We have to visualize that there's a white light all around us and it is entering our body, and that through with the oxygen it is going to every cell of the body, and whatever stress and heaviness is there in the body, it will bind to it like soap binds to dirt. And then when we breathe out through the mouth, no forcing through the mouth, when the belly will go in, air will go naturally, not even forcing the belly. Okay, then all that heaviness is coming out, all that blackness is coming out, going out from the mouth, like, and it is dissolving into the whiteness and getting recycled. Okay, so three deep breaths like this. So we'll start. Breathe in, hold, let the breath go out from the mouth. As you breathe out, the chin touches the chest, stomach is empty. Hold, and then breathe in. Expand like this. Hold and breathe out. All heaviness is going out. Relaxation is entering. Are fully relaxed now. Now observe your being, your body. Let the breath flow normally on its own. Now we will do Om chanting together 3 times. Deep breathe in and we will start. Now we can slowly and gently open our eyes. Very nice. So I hope everyone is feeling little better. And in today's session, we will go through 2 or 3 main agendas. First one will be our breathing as a tool in life for our well-being and harmony, to feel good and better physically, emotionally, mentally, and to also have sharp focus and concentration of the mind, to have more silence in the mind, and to also be less triggered by any events in the world, to be in more regulation of our harmony, our emotions, our feeling. I am going to share one very simple tool which requires no deep understanding, which requires no intellectual exercise. It's simply a habit that we bring to our life. And this habit is about correct breathing. So, this is part one of what we will go through today. And followed by breathing, we will go through a quick quiz that we have made for everyone here, which will be shared on the Teams. And Everyone can have some fun answering those questions in the quiz, and it will also be like a revision of what we went through yesterday. Followed by that, we will have a discussion on the needs of every human being and family to fulfill harmony in our life and for our growth. What do we need in order to ensure harmony? This follows from yesterday's discussion that the real purpose of life, which holds in every here and now, every moment, whether we are awake with this body or we are dreaming with a subtle body, we always want harmony in every moment, which is to feel good that all is well. So, what do we need in order to be in harmony? So, first is a tools, set of tools that we will have. And second, for example, breathing. I will be introducing some tools during this journey. Today, the first one will be introduced, breath. And we will also go through a process of understanding so that we can develop a long term practice for our harmony. Followed by that will be, we will, if we get time, we will take up questions. As in, there is an anonymous question that came to us yesterday from somebody. So we will take that question up, and plus we can take any other questions, time permitting. So now let me just share a story from my life. Um, I came to Dharamshala in 2012 from Gurgaon. That time I was doing a startup called Meta Taste. It is a movie recommendation engine that we made. It would capture everyone's tastes in movies based on a vector of around 50, six dimensions and around 1,000 attributes. And then it would recommend you movies based on that vector. So, but during that time, my questions about who I am, what is the purpose of life, how can I be satisfied, fully, truly satisfied, were so big that I came to Dharamshala uh, through some sequence of events. It was not planned at all, but the universe just made it happen. And after I came here, my journey of finding myself truly started. One of the things I discovered in 2013 was this book called Swara Yoga. Swara Yoga. It is a very ancient text in which Lord Shiva talks to Sri Parvati, and he explains about the role of Swara in our day to day life. And I was so amazed that how our breathing impacts our life. First, it impacts our physical body and brain. And second, also things in our life, and even including interactions with human beings and other activities we do in our life. How, with correct alignment of breath, we can get better outcomes. So, I really recommend everyone to read Swara Yoga. In that book, there were some amazing things that they share. First one is, what is the meaning of Swara? Swara means not just breath, it means breath along with prana or the life force. We have 10 kinds of vayus if we study yoga that flow in our body. Out of those 10, one is prana vayu, life force. Hmm? So, swara means the flow of prana along with the breath. Now, let us come to, I'll just share some amazing facts from there. First of all, if we talk about calmness of mind and agitation of mind, then have you ever observed that when you are very angry or anxious, agitated, very emotional, even very sad and crying, often the breath is going very fast, like this. You know? You can even feel your breath from the nose till your chest when you are angry. One, it will go very fast, like one breath cycle will be 2 seconds, okay, to 3 seconds, and you will feel the breath till here, even the stomach. If you notice that if a person sitting beside you or even yourself is breathing like this, that breath can be felt till here, just do as a scientific study that he will have a not calm mind in that moment. Even if he's not angry, not emotional, he will be restless. You can notice this. His body will be restless and his mind will be restless. So, the second thing along with this, have we observed that the lifespan of animals, if we study the birds, the birds live for very small lifespan. Dogs, dogs have a very small lifespan. Now let's go to turtle. Turtle can live up to 500 years. Okay. And now let us correlate this with breath. Dogs, they breathe very fast. Like their one breath cycle is 2 seconds, 1 second. Birds, even faster than dogs. Hmm? Turtle can hold his breath for up to 3 minutes because they live underwater. So anywhere from 3 to some species even much longer, half an hour. They can one breath cycle is so long. So turtles live for much longer. Check elephants or other animals, and we can just do like a little research on this ourselves. But in general, the longer the breath cycle, the longer is the age of the body. And why is it so? Even modern science talks about it. Biology. When we breathe fast, the metabolism in our body is fast. We are sending more oxygen and burning oxygen like our car engine or motorcycle engine. When air oxygen goes in, there's fire, no? That's burning. So even in our body, if we keep sending oxygen very fast and we consume more volume of oxygen, okay, then more metabolism. More metabolism means faster is cells in our body dying and reproducing. This means the cells die faster and reproduce faster. And hence, the body ages fast. Illness also comes fast. Weakness comes fast. So, it is recommended in Swara Yoga and in all yogic practices across the world that our breath span for human being must be minimum 12 seconds, one cycle, to 16 seconds, even more beautiful. If we get to on a day 12 to 16 seconds of breath cycle, we should observe that how good our day is going. And also our mind has positive emotions, is more calm. We will do this exercise today also. Hmm? And also, we are less triggered by events in the world, and we will feel less fear, less anxiety. 12 to 16 seconds. But in reality, in today's world, what is the average breath cycle of human being? It is 4 seconds. We can observe ourselves. We breathe once in 4 seconds. So, our goal, first important tool for our spiritual progress. When I discovered this in my life in 2013, Before that, I was doing asana, pranayam, lots of different practices, but simple practice of watching my breath throughout the day and ensuring that it's 12 to 16 seconds, sometimes even longer, 24 seconds, 30 seconds, when I'm really relaxed, very quiet. It just happens. Then my quality of life just changed. My self development went from first gear to second gear to third gear simply by working on my breath. Then, second tip, important one from Swara Yoga, is that also observe. The longer you can feel your breath, how many fingers from here? This is 10 fingers, this is 15 fingers, this is 20 fingers. The longer we can feel our breath means we are aging faster, we are also unquiet in our mind, no peace. But if the breath can come during the day to maximum two fingers, ideally one finger, okay? And best, perfect, when you will be in very deep relaxation, you will not even feel breath if you put finger here. Breath will like stop. This was shown to me for first time when I was 15 years old. There is a sannyasi who comes to visit our family since we were kids. One day he sat in front of me and he said कि आशु, that's my home name, आशु, कि आशु बेटा, कि चलो तुमको एक चीज दिखाएंगे कि जब हम ध्यान में बैठते हैं तो सांस रुक जाती है. एंड आई कुड नॉट बिलीव हिम कि भाई सांस रुक कैसे जाएगी जब ध्यान में बैठे. तो बोले आओ मैं दिखाता हूँ. फिर 5 मिनट ही 5 minutes he sat and then he said now put your finger under my nostril. I actually put my finger for a minute and I did not feel any air move. So direct correlation between breath and a mind. And then more things in Swara Yoga, what they share. Also notice which nostril is working. Have you ever noticed that breath keeps switching the nostrils? Sometimes left nostril, sometimes right nostril, sometimes both. क्या notice कभी? नहीं ना. Even I
Yes,
had
sir.
not noticed this. देवेंद्र, धीरेन्द्र, आपने
Yes,
notice
sir.
किया है. हाँ हाँ.
Because
तो
Chandraswar, Suryaswar, like that. And if
correct.
we take lie on one side, then it's change also. If we want to change.
Yes, yes, yes. बिल्कुल. So exactly. So there is left nostril is called Chandra Nadi, moon, water, and right one is fire. Okay, or Surya Nadi. Okay, there are two more names, Ida, Pingala. Then the one when both flow equally is called Sushumna, or they even call her Saraswati. So even in rivers, Ganga is Chandra. From Shiva's moon it comes, left nostril. Yamuna is Pingala. She's, very passionate, dynamic, right nostril. And Sushumna is Saraswati, both nostrils. So if you look at biology, then when left nostril is flowing, it is activating my parasympathetic nervous system, which is the relaxation and healing in the body. Because that's what moon does. Moon makes us relaxed, quiet, calm. That's the feminine side of ourself, left one. And she makes us receptive. She makes us calm, composed, and also in deeper touch with our intuition, with our emotions, with our deeper self. When the right one is flowing, it is fire, it is dynamism. That is a great time to actually go and do some physical activity because it has activated the sympathetic nervous system, which is basically fight or flight mode in the body when the right nostril is working. We are ready to fight, go to a war, ride a horse, lift a heavy weight, do physical exercises. Then second thing, it is also dynamism and confidence comes with that. It's a masculine energy. So we can go and, in that moment, if you're a boss in a team and you have to address people, it's good to address your subordinates, the right one. It is, one more thing. When the right nostril is flowing, the right side of body is active and the left brain. Similarly, when left nostril is flowing, left side of body is active and the right side of brain. So the left side of brain is the logical mind. So again, when Pingala is flowing, the right nostril, it's good to do maths, logical stuff. Okay. And when the left one is flowing, it's good to do intuitive stuff like, and also prayer, puja. It is even said in Swara Yoga that when the left one is flowing, you do auspicious things like signing an important agreement, or in those days, bringing your cows back home. Okay. Buying a new house, doing prayers. Left nostril is very auspicious. And when both are flowing, that's Sushumna. It is the time when our concentration of mind is maximum and the body's central nervous system is active. Full body is active and alert, full brain is active and alert. And this is a time when we can have very intense and very powerful meditation. Both flow between the two switching. So, in a balanced person, every 60 to 90 minutes, the nostril switch. And in between, for a few minutes, both nostrils will be working. Now, to my shock, when I read this for the first time and I started noticing my breath, I noticed that for me, I was mostly breathing on my right nostril most of the day. I had such an imbalanced body, and my body would not feel relaxed. My mind was agitated most of the times. I would get irritated very fast. And also, my skin would start showing, the fire signs or the pitta dosh, as they say. So, this was a very important discovery for me. As well, it is said in Swara Yoga, one, interesting tip that they give in the book is when you face a person with the active side of the body, like if I'm right nostril is active and I go to talk to somebody, let's say I approach for some work or I have a conflict with a person in that moment, you want something to work out between two of you, okay? Then face them with the active side of your body. It is said, and they say that just try it and observe. Those interactions will be more fruitful than when you face them with the inactive side of the body. Okay? So in Swara Yoga, they tell that when right nostril is flowing, then your right side, your back side, and below you is your active energy. Okay. And when the left nostril is flowing, in front of us, on left of us, and above us is positive energy, like our field of energy, more active. So then having people in these places is more good for us. So this was like a very short crash course of Sora Yoga that I shared in maybe 10 minutes. We can right away, right now, just discover how we are breathing. Okay. So for those of you who've never done this, just put your hand below your nostril, okay, and breathe out and see that what nostril is more active. You
For
can
me, it's
also,
left.
left is active. Okay. What
Yeah.
about others?
It's left.
Actually, I'm observing this for last 1.5 year.
Wonderful. Hmm.
Left,
Yes. What
Ashwin,
about
left.
left? Very nice. Left is very good to receive instructions. And
Good
also
for
it's
this
sunset.
session.
So, Dhirendra Bhai, would you like to share some experience if you've been observing since last 1.5 years?
Like earlier, I used to get agitated or angry fast
Mm-hmm.
while working in team, and if there is a conflict or if I didn't agree with someone. But after noticing this and by activating left this swar or the Chandra swar, then I found myself being more calm and composed
Mm-hmm.
and have control on my emotions also.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even when I lay down, so I lay down on my left, like I will not sleep like this. So I will sleep on my right hand side so that my left nostril will be activated and
Mm-hmm.
I will have calm in my mind. And like earlier, I used to sleep, so it feels like that if I sleep for 10 hours also, it doesn't feel like I had slept. But now
Mm-hmm.
with this technique, if I'm sleeping, so if I sleep for 4 hours, it feel like that my sleep cycle is completed.
Mm.
So that is the change I felt.
Amazing. That's a big change. Hmm. So, as we see, simply by observing our breath, this big change comes in our life. So, we have one more person validate this. And one more thing, you can change which side the breath is working. So, if you lie on your right side, left nostril will start flowing. If you lie on your left side, then right nostril will start flowing. Okay. That's why even some of if you see sadhus, no, they carry a stick. देखा है कभी? Which they keep in the hand. Why is it so? So if a sadhu has kept that stick on the right side, it means he's activating his ida, left nostril. He wants to breathe from his left nostril. It helps in his sadhana. So this is how we can control and switch our sides also. Okay. So this is, I'm very happy that all of us have seen how we are breathing, and some of you may have done it for first time in your life. Trust me, if you just follow and observe your breath from here on every day, I propose that 50% of your spiritual journey, 50% of your mental well being, 60% of your peace of mind will be ensured. And hence, in this session of 28 days, in this session of 28 days, let us all become conscious of our breath. And from today, our homework will be that till tomorrow, okay, everyone, please put a beep in your phone, okay, a 30-minute reminder. In every 30 minutes, the phone will vibrate and it will be a reminder to take 3 deep breaths and for next 30 minutes, observe the breath, how it is flowing, and ensure that you breathe 12 to 16 seconds in one cycle. Itna sa, bas this much till tomorrow.
So
And when we,
it means we need to purposefully delay the intake.
yes, the
Okay.
4 cycle, let's do this exercise together, okay? So I will
Mhm.
give you an exercise. When you breathe in to a count of four, like 4 seconds, okay? One count in 1 second. Then hold to a count of four. Then breathe out. Actually, let the breath go out. You don't breathe out. Let the breath go out for a count of eight from the mouth or even from the nose. When see mouth breathing, we only do in special times when we want to relax, not the full day. Okay. Rest of the day, but even during this exercise of 8 seconds, you can breathe through mouth. And when you do specially, then when the breath has gone out, that's the fourth phase of the breathing cycle. Empty lungs, 4 seconds. Okay. So let's try this together. If someone of you cannot breathe with this, it's too long, then follow your natural rhythm. If instead of four, you can do six, it's fine. But if we count together, 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 4 will be 20 seconds, right? So if we do for 1 minute some breathing of 20 seconds, Then you will observe for next 30 minutes, the breath will be around 12 seconds more easily, naturally. Hmm? If it also helps you when the alarm beeps, along with three deep breaths, you can also do if you are empty tummy. Do some Kapal Bhati, forceful breathing from the tummy. Okay? वो भी, it will relax your breath. That's another way to do it. Deep breathing or Kapal Bhati, both. So let's have a breathing cycle together. So I
So
will, you can
are
follow
you?
my guide. I
So
will
I
speak.
see. Yeah. So we need to inhale from nose and exhale from
Huh.
mouth.
It's up to you right now. See, mouth exhalation is only for special moments when you want to really relax and calm down. So right now we can do it because we're doing as an exercise. But
Okay.
mouth exhalation is not for the whole day.
Mhm.
Only when we want to relax and calm down. है ना? Let the stress go out. Then we breathe out from the mouth. Otherwise, full day nose breathing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
ठीक है. Yeah. So let's empty our stomach. You can go in, touch your chin to the chest, full empty stomach. Breathe the last breath out from your throat also. Then breathe in. One, two, three, four. Expand. Hold. One, two, three, four. Breathe out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Hold. One, two, three, four. Breathe in. One, two, three, four. Hold. One, two, three, four. Breathe out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Hold. One, two, three, four. Breathe in. One, two, three, four. Hold. One, two, three, four. Breathe out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Hold. One, two, three, four. Now let normal breath come. Let us keep our eyes closed for a few seconds. And now just let the body be very natural, normal, and observe your belly, how it is going out or going in on its own. Observe your breath. Has the duration or the quality of your breath changed? Even if it has not changed, observe. No judgment. And relax. Now, for rest of this session together, when we continue to next topics, please keep observing your breath consciously. It's our best friend. One of our best friends is our breath, prana, swara. And another best friend is our death, which is always with us, best advisor. So we keep these two best friends with us. Our swara, we keep observing all the time. So out, eh, okay. Now coming to breathing, one very important thing that we must all be aware of. Most of our society, when we grow old, we become chest breathers. हम अपनी छाती से सांस लेते हैं, है ना? It is wrong. Why? Because lung capacity in an adult is around 6.5 liters of air. Out of that, 60% lung capacity is from the belly, 35, 50% around, and then 35% is our chest. And do you know कि बाकी 15% कहाँ से आता है? It comes from the shoulders. So when we sit in front of mobile for too long, our shoulders become like this, drooping, no? We lose that 15% of air capacity. ठीक है? So we must always stretch our shoulders, expand, कि वो भी 15% लेना है एयर कैपेसिटी, जिससे कि वो साइकिल पूरा हो 12-16 सेकेंड, है ना? और 15% भी चूस चूस के एक एक परसेंट, every single percent we have to utilize, huh? And the belly is most important. So most of us are carrying stress in our being and body. When we carry stress, our belly is stressed and it is tight. Hmm? So let us observe right now. Put your hand on the belly and yogic breathing. Breathe out. Let the belly go in. Don't press from hand. Hand will naturally go in. And then breathe in. Let just the belly expand. No, you don't have to take from the nose, right? Oxygen goes in, है ना? हाथ बाहर आया ना? फिर breathe out. Hand will go in. है ना? Breathe in. Hand will go out. And chest will expand. ठीक है? If we look at children, सब बच्चे ऐसे ही सोते हैं. Look at animals. All animals are breathing from belly. But because of we human beings being a little different in terms, we are more complex beings, right? And more complications happen in the head. So hence we accumulate stress and we stop breathing from the belly. Okay. So till tomorrow and for this session, we will all breathe from the belly. We will observe our breath and see whether the breath is 12 to 16 seconds or not. Bring it back to 12 or 16 seconds. Okay. Any questions or observation or sharing before we move on? Okay. So Manish polls. Okay. So now let us, coming back from yesterday's session, Ashish bhai, you can join from, you are there. Great. So let us have some fun. हम लोगों ने कल कुछ content cover किया था. Some of us covered some content yesterday. Based on that, we are going to have how many questions? 10. 9 questions. Okay. Let's take around 30 seconds on each question. है ना? 30 to 40, 45 seconds. हाँ. अच्छा ठीक है. 30 seconds per question. So around 5 minutes we will go. These questions will flash on the screen of this Teams meeting and we will all see the results. Okay. These are going to be amazing things. So we don't have to overthink. Just answer from your natural acceptance or intuition. This is tool number 2, which we will cover tomorrow. Okay. But instantly you will know the answers. Go with that. Yeah. Okay. You are seeing the poll on the screen? What is my purpose which drives every second of my life? What do I want in every second of my life? My main desire, root desire. Is it harmony and giving back to the world? Or is it other things which happen from time to time, off and on, like eating food, watching a film, you know, hoarding wealth, buying something new? So, what is the purpose of our life? Okay, सबने डाल दिया answers? आ रहा है इधर? 3 responses so far. Okay. नहीं दिख रहा है? नहीं आ रहा आपको?
It is coming in chat.
इन चैट में देखो. देखो. Okay, it's coming in chat. Everyone, please open your chat. If it did not come directly, I will also answer. This is anonymous, okay? Name is not recorded. So just be free. to answer. 5 responses. Okay. Next question. 100%. Everyone agrees. Harmony. Very nice. Next. Now, this question is about my family. Where do we and our family put most of our mind and efforts on? Daily activities. In terms of our thoughts, what do we think most about? In terms of our actions, where do we take most action and spend most time together as a family? Amazing. So most of us, 83%, are saying that while our purpose is one, but effort is on two. आगे बढ़ते हैं. ठीक है. So my harmony is in whose control? Who chooses whether I'm in harmony or not? I'm feeling harmony. Who is making the choice? Is it me or is it others who make choice for me? Okay, most of us are saying, except for maybe one person who's saying controlled by others. We should discuss this later. Okay, this is very important because hota to yahi, you know, choice is ours, but we give our control to others, right? Or to other situations. So we are seeing the contradictions here, right? How is this happening? Bhai, it's my choice, but I am triggered so easily by the external world. Okay. My self-worth. My self-worth is based on my imaginary imaginations or beliefs. Beliefs could be wrong or right. Wrong also. How others see me or based on who I really am. My true self-worth, what is it based on? True self-worth. Not my perceived self-worth, my true self-worth. Wow. So most of us, interesting. Some people have said my imagination and belief. Okay. So what we are saying, I could imagine anything, no? I could imagine that I am as worthy as a stone. Will that become true? That's the question. What's my true self-worth? Hmm? Is it based on my imagination, which could be random and chaotic, and it changes from time to time? My beliefs change from time to time, which could be wrong also, you know. So then this is questionable for the two people who've answered this. In case you want to come up and discuss, we can discuss now. Okay, let's move, Manish. We, by the way, on self-worth, no, we will move to the 9 values of human relationships. This will be a very in-depth discussion of Samman, which we will have in the coming sessions. One of the second value. So we will dive deeper into self-worth there. Now, work. Work is part of my life or separate from my life? Because we got many questions in the group cohort. Many people said, how do I achieve work-life balance? Can I do my sadhana, my spiritual progress while I'm also doing work? So it just seemed that, many of us perceive work to be not part of our life. They say 9 to 5 job and rest of my life. Okay. So everyone is saying, I'm very happy to see it's part of my life. Good, correct. With work life balance is not a concept then, huh? we it's probably then a flawed concept if we see. Okay, ठीक है. Now this question is, भाई, in Hindi we will say, क्या मैं होश में अपनी स्थिति देख सकता हूँ दुनिया में जीते हुए? क्या मैं होश में रह के जी सकता हूँ दुनिया के साथ? In English we will say, can I live with the world conscious and aware all the time or anytime I choose? For example, right now, we can be conscious of our breath, of our thoughts. We can watch it, right? Yes, Manish Ghai says yes. And most of the people says yes. One person says no. That is very interesting. This is the third tool we will have, okay? Hosh mein jeena or awakened living. Hmm? Most of us in society, I believe, in my estimation, 95% of us, in 95% of our lifetime, are asleep, unconscious. We will discover what is being conscious or awakened. कहते हैं ना awakening. Awakening is a very simple thing. Awakening means कि right now you are seeing everything happening in your mind and your body and the world. You are there. It's like we will have more depth discussion later in 2 days. But I'll just take a short example. Look at the blackboard, green board. Our consciousness and mind by itself, let's say me, forget the mind. I, the watcher, the one who watches, am like an empty screen. Okay. Now, inside the empty screen, things are happening. These are like my thought I'm drawing here. Thoughts can be chaotic, okay, or thoughts can be beautiful, है ना? Or there may be no thoughts, but the screen is aware of this, what's happening on it, and the screen is you, है ना? हम में से most of us don't even know we are separate from our thoughts and our emotions, and that's what we call behoshi mein jeena. For example, when we are driving a car or a motorcycle, many times we observe we drove for half an hour, but we were not present on the road. Our mind was somewhere else. And let's have a test of our awareness. If we ask ourselves, what was I thinking 5 minutes ago? 95% of people in the world will not be able to answer. My proposal, 5 मिनट पहले क्या सोच रहे थे? Forgotten. क्योंकि हम होश में ही नहीं थे, हमको दिख ही नहीं रहा था. Just like our dreams, when we wake up, we forget our dreams, right? Even our living life, if we see, we forget in 5 minutes what we were thinking. So, but we have capability to awaken, huh? Next.
Yeah, Ayushi, that
Anji.
one person is me actually. So
Uh-huh.
I am conscious sometimes, but not all the time, and that's why I have opted no here. Yeah.
अच्छा अच्छा. But we were talking of can, मतलब can we do this, है ना? तो मैं समझ गया. तो your answer is also yes. All of us agree we can be conscious.
Okay.
Next question. What is a better strategy for harmony? हिंदी में बोलेंगे कि भाई जैसा मैं चाहूं दुनिया वैसी हो, जैसा मैं चाहूं मेरा पति हमेशा वैसा ही बिहेव करे, ना मैं घर आता हूँ मेरी पत्नी हमेशा पानी मुझे ऑफर करे. ठीक है, होना ही चाहिए भाई. नहीं होगा तो एक्सेप्टेड नहीं है और मैं गुस्सा आ जाए, बुरा लग जाए. ठीक है, ऑप्शन वन. ऑप्शन टू, आई एक्सेप्ट द वर्ल्ड एज इट इज. एंड ऑप्शन टू इंक्लूड्स अंडरस्टैंडिंग द वर्ल्ड एज इट इज, कि मैं दुनिया को समझा और स्वीकारा, और जो नहीं भी समझ में आया उसको भी हाथ जोड़ के स्वीकारता हूं. Okay, that I simply accept the world as it is. Now, this also relates to many people asked questions and concerns. I do certain actions, how can I not be attached to the results? बहुत common discussion था. Okay. This is what we call attachment. When I am fixated on how the world should behave in any moment, that is attachment. I am fixated with this. To my hope, to my expectation, I cannot accept the world not being like this. I go to give an interview, I cannot accept that I may be rejected. I go home, I cannot accept that my wife does not bring me water to drink. Okay? तो वो उसको कहते हैं attachment. So, okay, let us see the results. क्या results है इसके मनीष? 100%. Wow. But again, देखिए contradiction. Whatever answers we are giving, most of the times we are behaving opposite. Correct? This is what we have to understand. And कल का discussion याद है सत्संग चर्चा चिंतन अध्ययन ध्यान. So we are doing charcha right now. Then everyone has to do chintan inside. Each one of us, even families have joined. My family is here. Some of you may have joined with your family. Discuss with each other, then discuss within yourself. Now, and then we apply it in our life. We start seeing contradictions. We will fix contradictions because we'll start living consciously and we will work on ourselves. We will not live in contradiction. Next question. ठीक है भाई. तो भाई जिंदगी जो है बहुत अनसर्टन. We don't even know for how long we will be living. Maybe we will die next day, tomorrow. Any one of us can know. It is true. तो डेथ तो एक चीज है जो अनसर्टन है, but everything else is also uncertain in our life, no? What will happen? So in a life full of uncertainty, in living, not life, in our living, जीने में uncertainty है. So which approach is absolutely reliable? Do we understand the meaning of word absolute? Absolute means which is not dependent on anything or any situation, which is not dependent on anything, any possible thing, or any situation. That is absolute. That which depends on things and situations is called relative. ठीक है, वो relative है. In Hindi, the word is absolute means nirpeksh and relative means sapeksh. So what is more reliable? We spend so much effort on our career, making money, social success, or just my knowledge of truth as it is. Let us see. Okay, one person has said wealth, career, and social relationships. So, you know, if we look where question is 100% reliable. So, if let's say we have collected a lot of wealth, none of the above. Acha. If that person is willing to share that, please come to discussion, okay? But let us look at first option first. है ना? Bhai, we are talking of career, absolutely reliable. What if tomorrow my company shuts down or I'm fired from my job? What will happen to my career? Ah. What if wealth? We say wealth is absolutely reliable to be in harmony. Ah. If wealth was absolutely reliable to be in harmony, that means all the wealthy people in the world would be in harmony. But we do not see so. Also, wealth is there today, but tomorrow it may go away. So how can we count on something which is temporary? How can something temporary give us absolute solution? है ना? To a need which is living in every second of our life, whether we are rich, we are poor, we want harmony. है ना? So let's question this, that how can temporary and transient things give me continuity of harmony for every second of the 100 years I will live, or 120 years? We don't know. Maybe till whichever time we live. है ना? तो ये क्वेश्चन है. आगे बढ़े. Next one. Hmm. What is more important for me? जब भी हम लाइफ बोलते हैं ना, लाइफ कोई और चीज नहीं है, मैं ही लाइफ हूँ. आई एम लाइफ एंड आई लिव. और देयर इज अ लाइफ टाइम ऑफ 80 years, 100 years, 120 years that I live. Okay, ये तीन वर्ड्स है: लाइफ, लिविंग, लाइफ टाइम. Here when I speak life, I mean me. What is more important for me? My being or my doing? ये लास्ट क्वेश्चन है, थोड़ा ट्रिक क्वेश्चन है. बीइंग मतलब मैं जैसा हूं, मेरा होना. मैं खुश हूं नहीं हूं, मैं पीस में हूं नहीं हूं, है ना. मेरे थॉट्स कैसे, हाउ आर माई संस्कारास, व्हाट इज माई प्री कंडीशनिंग लाइक. ना प्री कंडीशनिंग इज फेवरेबल और नॉट फेवरेबल. Beliefs are favorable, not favorable. All of this is part of my being, my beliefs, my feelings, my emotion, my knowledge is my being. It is, वो है, मतलब मैं हूं. Second, my doing means the actions I take, my karma. So what is more important for me and my harmony? Very interesting. Here we have a split. So one third of the respondents are sharing that मेरे कर्म मेरी हारमोनी के लिए ज्यादा जरूरी है. It's very interesting, you know. One of the concerns that was shared in the forum was by some person, one of us, who said, I help people so much, yet bad things happen to me and it makes me unhappy. So, bhai, if actually our doing brings us harmony, then everybody who actually helps someone should be happy and in harmony. But does this always happen? If we help someone, but the other person does not reciprocate, he does not express gratitude.
It also it always happens to me also.
What?
Same, whatever you are saying.
That you help someone, but the
Yeah,
other person does not feel gratitude.
yes.
They do not appreciate.
I don't want any appreciation from anyone.
Okay. So then what was your answer? My being or my doing?
My doing, my
Acha, still
karmas.
my doing. But tell me one thing, the fact that you want to help others without appreciation, where does this come from? Doesn't it come from your being, who you are, Manish Ghai?
It's all come from uh, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, संस्कार.
संस्कार. संस्कार का मतलब क्या होता है? Our belief system and skills, our beliefs and
Yeah.
skills are together our संस्कार. तो आपके संस्कार भी आपका हिस्सा है ना?
जी.
Correct? So then it's your
Yeah.
being from which your doing is emerging. Can we say that?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah. So then who's playing more important role? Is your samskar playing more important role or your karma? If your samskar was something else, then your karma would change.
Yes.
Correct? So who's playing bigger role in your doing? It is not your doing itself, it's your samskar. It's who you are. You are happy, you have love in your heart, you have kindness in your heart for people, you feel compassion for the other person. That's who you are. And hence you will do from that space inside you. And you are right. If we actually do from space of true compassion and true love and true understanding of reality and truth, then we will not care for the result. Means we will not be attached to the result. I mean, even if other person does not appreciate, we did not do for their appreciation. We just did because we wanted to help them. So our being is compassionate first. Okay. So this is very important, अपना होना. In the end, जो हम हार्मनी की भी बात कर रहे हैं वो हमारे होने में है.
Yes.
From this comes a very important concept. Have you heard of non-doership in philosophy and ancient Indian texts also? Everywhere in the world, every saint has talked about the same non-doership. They say, I don't do. There's a very nice story on this also. So once all the gopis of Vrindavan met Sri Radha. Then Sri Radha told them a story that yesterday I crossed Yamuna Ji and I met Durvasa Rishi who has camped on the other side. Durvasa Rishi, who is generally very angry, he gets angry very
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I took food for him. I cooked very nice food and I brought food for him. And he was very happy to eat my food. He really loved it. And he said that, Beti, I give you a boon, Vardhan, today, that everyone who will eat food cooked by your hand, his heart will be filled with love. Okay. Now all the other gopis said, we also want the same boon. So what, they all cooked food in their home. Many hundreds of gopis that day, few hundred gopis, and they went to Yamuna with the food. When they went to Sri Yamuna Ji, their Yamuna was overflooded, means they could not cross it. And then they had food in hand and they were in despair. How can we get to other side? Then they see one person coming from far away. Guess who that person was? It was Sri Krishna.
Education.
Hmm? Ah, as a teenager, no, the young boy came dancing
Yeah.
and laughing and smiling, beautiful as he is always. And then they share, he asked them, why are you all wearing a long face? Why do you look so stressed? तो वो सब बोलती है कि भाई this is our problem, we want to cross Yamuna ji. तो भगवान says, अच्छा, only this much, no problem. I will give you one mantra. You chant this mantra and then you Yamuna ji will part ways and give you way to cross. They all say, okay, please tell us what mantra this is. So he gives them the mantra, Krishna Sada Brahmachari. Yeah, Krishna Sada Brahmachari. Everyone started laughing because they know what Krishna used to do. The Leelas, right? Krishna, in his actions, if you see in his doing, he was not at all Brahmachari. Okay, like with women, no, he was pure Rasik person, enjoying all the rasas of life. So they laugh, but they have confidence in Shri Krishna. So they say, Krishna Sada Brahmachari together. And Yamuna ji parts ways. And they leave, go to the other side. They meet Durvasa Rishi. They feed him. Imagine he eats 700, 800 plates. Durvasa ate all of the food in front of them. Okay. And then after he's full, he's very satisfied. He gives them all a blessing. Everyone who eats in your home will be full of love. In Vrindavan, whosoever eats. They were very happy. Now they wanted to go back. Now the problem comes again. Yamuna ji is full again. How will they go back to their homes? So then they speak with Durvasa Rishi. Then Shri Durvasa. He says, okay, no problem. How did you come? But first tell me. Then they tell him Krishna gave this mantra to us and we crossed Yamuna ji. So he says, no problem. I will also give you a mantra and Yamuna ji will allow you to go. बोलती क्या है? What is the mantra? So then he says, Durvasa nahi khata means Durvasa does not eat. And then again the women laughed because he just ate so much food in front of them, right? And then, but they still chanted the mantra. Yamuna ji parted and they went back home. So, how is it possible that Durvasa does not eat? Because Durvasa has separated his mind and his mental body with himself. He understands who I really am. Hmm? In the most absolute and causal side of me, what it is. This is me. Hmm? And then this is just a body. I am not the body. My body eats, I don't eat. So that is the logic. It's called non-doership. And this is very much uh, based on our sense of being, what I am. What is my being? When we are actually in touch with our real being, when we experience it for the first time, beyond thoughts, beyond intellect, direct experience and knowledge, right? That this is my being, then naturally we start seeing I am none of my actions, I am not even my mind. This becomes a knowledge. So, but yet, till we do not get to this place, we can all relate to one thing and practice this, that our being is more important. Whatever we are doing in order to be happy. हिंदी में बोले, हम जो भी कर रहे हैं, हम खुश होने के लिए कर रहे हैं. करेक्ट. Career we choose, job we choose, money we make, we help someone. Why? It will make me feel happy. Correct. There is an option too. Okay. First option क्या था? Doing से being में जाना. When I will do XYZ, I will be happy. Be happy. Okay. Option two is कि भाई क्यों ना हम जो भी करें खुश होके करें. कर रहे हैं. हम खुश होने के लिए करते हैं वर्सेस क्यों ना हम खुश होते हुए करें जो भी कर रहे हैं. ये लाइन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, आप लोग नोट कर सकते हैं. खुश होने के लिए करें या खुश होके करें. ठीक है. तो इट इज पॉसिबल माय फ्रेंड्स एंड आई प्रपोज कि हम डायरेक्टली खुश हो सकते हैं इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ आवर एक्शंस एंड रिजल्ट्स फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड. We can directly be happy, and that's called absolute happiness. And this is what we are going to explore together. Next क्या था मनीष? हाँ, 4 needs है ना. We have only 5 minutes left. आज हमने 4 needs भी डिस्कस करनी थी अपनी हार्मनी इंश्योर करने के लिए, बट मे भी कल करते हैं ना. So we can take up any questions that we have. There was one question from an anonymous sender, right? Manish, can you please say the question?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So the person says people often call him reserved or introverted just because he isn't interested in movies, parties, gossip, or watching TV shows. And even in his office, when colleagues spend time gossiping or chatting, he usually stays quiet and just listens. Sometimes he even uses that break time to do yoga or something meaningful instead. So, because of this, people, including his manager, tells him that he's too reserved and need to be more talkative, even though they admit that he performs really well otherwise. So now he's confused that he wonders, is he going in the wrong direction? Like, has he become different, or is this a natural change? Is this isolation, or is it a sign of inner growth? So that's the question.
Hmm. So basically, when I hear his words, I feel his main concern is that he wants to make sure he's on the right path. That am I going on the wrong path? Because everyone around me, questions me. They say, I'm not moving according to the people all around me. How everyone else lives, I'm not living like that. I'm not being like they want me to be. So does this mean that I'm on the wrong path? So to this, my answer is that no, I do not believe so, not necessarily. And especially in case of this person who's asking the question, I definitely believe they're not on the wrong path because this person seems to be going on an inner journey. This person's mind has turned away from the Maya, all the topics in the world, right? All the topics of the world, my career, job, this person, that person, my body. This person's mind is not interested in these topics of the external world, but this person is interested in their internal journey, in search of truth, their reality. This person is looking for deeper satisfaction within oneself, and a satisfaction which is absolute, which is not dependent on external world or situations. So hence they have picked the right journey of well-being and harmony. And therein a phase comes when you want to speak less and interact less with people. And also your topics of interest have changed. You are not interested in politics. You are not interested in sports. Even I have lost interest in sports and many things, very less now. Okay, politics, not very interested. Otherwise, we obsess over those things. That is what our family discusses on dinner table. That is what we discuss in office. But this person is not interested in worldly events. He is interested in himself and maybe relation with God. So this naturally happens when we go on our journey of growth. We stop losing in matlab too much interest in external world. Our interest is in truth and reality. Secondly, that you know our inner compass tells everyone what is right. It does not need too much thinking. Like you ask a child or yourself, do you want to be happy? Turant answer aata hai, yes. No logic required. Correct. That's inner compass saying. If we can locate that space, which we will start doing, it's a tool number 3, we will come to that. Intuition भी बोलते हैं, अंतरात्मा की आवाज बोलते हैं, है ना? It is deeper than logic. So if our inner compass points us to any direction, the whole world may disagree. But if it is truly, truly your inner compass, then it is right. It must be followed like that. Even for me, when I decided to come to Dharamshala, my friends, many of them asked me, even I had a long-term relationship with somebody, a 7 years relationship, like a couple. Even she asked me that, hey, is there even internet out there? How will you make your income as a software engineer? How will you survive? I said, I don't know. Matlab, there is internet for sure. That I figured out. So I could work remotely in 12. But, and you can code from anywhere. But I knew one thing that हो जाएगा यार. Survival will not be a problem because every bird lives, every ant lives in the world. I am a human being. I can also give value to somebody, do something. I will find a roof. I just knew it. My inner compass said, don't worry about survival. So I moved beyond that fear, and she did not understand. Many friends did not understand. She decided not to come with me. So sometimes even following an inner compass requires sacrifices. It requires very much bravery many times. And it comes with pain also when we follow inner compass. But that is true courage when we are able to face pain in our life by following our heart's calling. So I really give this person my best wishes. They are going on a beautiful journey and they should without doubt continue on this journey. Now coming on a fun side of things. When their colleagues come and say, like they play with this person, they say, why don't you enjoy life? Why don't you come for a beer with us? Why don't you discuss politics or gossip about other people? This person can say that, hey, why don't you come and meditate with me? Because I have gossiped. I know what you're talking about. I know the value gossip brings in my life. But have you actually ever experienced silence within? Would you like to experience something new? Maybe it will become more enjoyable for you than all of these things. And a second fun fact they can ask them is, okay, so when you have beer, you are very happy for 2 hours. You have beer the next day, after 24 hours, you are very happy. Nice. I want you to be happy. Okay. But what about the 22 hours in between two beer sessions? Are you happy for all those 22 hours? If not, then what is your solution for happiness continuity in 22 hours? Because you cannot gossip all the time for 22 hours. You cannot drink beer for 22 hours. You cannot watch movies for 22 hours. You cannot scroll Instagram for 22 hours continuously, right? You cannot hold your girlfriend's hand for 22 hours continuously, nor will she want to hold your hand. So then, what will be your source of happiness for those 22 hours? This person can ask them this question, And he can say, I am trying to find that source with me because I want to be always happy. Would you like to join me? तो वो आप रिवर्स कर सकते हैं, instead of taking a back foot, sometimes play in life on a front foot also, like on cricket, right? So have fun with your friends and colleagues. And also, one more tip, that are we very serious person? Maybe we have to see that when people are asking us that why don't you join us, maybe they really like us, they like our energy, they are saying, hey, have beer with me, but their real intention could be, and this we'll cover in the next one of the modules called non-violent communication or non-judgmental communication. In simple words, if we say true listening, if we really listen, we see a person's intention behind words. So if someone is continuously asking me, come join me for this, for that, maybe they simply want my company. They feel good with me. So sometimes we can do it for them and for the company, not for the gossip. But if we join them, which I many times do, we can start navigating the discussion in another direction also. But first, we join them. And um, yes, so maybe they just want to spend time with us. And if we start spending time with them, then maybe we can also affect them and bring them in our direction. Secondly, it's very important. This person should also check whether this person, because in his question, he said the people are saying you don't enjoy life so much. Could it be that, this person is a very serious person? This is very important. We can actually also check that throughout the day, are we like a serious person, very serious, like this serious, okay? ठीक है ना? तो maybe they are saying don't be so serious in life. So अपनी spiritual journey भी चाहे हम जा रहे हैं ना, हम सब, मैं भी रास्ते में, वो आप भी हैं, हम कभी कभी serious हो जाते हैं. और Osho says seriousness is a disease. Disease means dis-ease, not being at ease. भाई आप जो भी हैं, आप कम से कम खुश रहिए, मस्त रहिए, एंजॉय करिए, और सीरियस मत रहिएगा बस, तो ऑल विल बी गुड. ठीक है. एक क्वेश्चन चैट में क्या है? अच्छा, okay, we'll take last question. We are 5 minutes above the schedule, so we can take it tomorrow also if it's too long. Okay, what, when I do belly breathing, should the belly move perpendicular to the body, or should the belly move axis with the body? Beautiful, I love, थोड़ी maths और geometry लग गई है तो. When I do belly breathing, I consciously make my belly move up and down in the axis with the body and not in the perpendicular. Means आप ये बोल रहे हैं सुब्रमण्यम, it comes at 45 degrees, something like this, instead of 90 degrees. It's fine. Okay. Um, don't stress about it. What's important is you will feel you are, when you will do belly breathing, no, your body will be full of oxygen. When it is happening properly, you will just know that you are getting full oxygen capacity. Okay. And your belly is going inside and outside. Now, breath starts from the belly, ends at the belly, like a wave in the ocean, beginning from belly, going to chest, ending at the shoulder. Then starting from the shoulder, going to chest and the belly, like together. Na? But the belly is most important, yes. The belly should move. That's really important. So, and Subramaniam, the more time you will spend with your body, you will just know everything. So I leave you to find the answer out. I'm sure within 24 hours by tomorrow, why don't you come and share the answer with us? Okay? ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया. तो आज का conclude करते हैं. Let's do 3 deep breaths together and then Om chanting, and we will conclude. Okay, so we'll start. Empty the tummy, shoulders, and then we breathe in. Expand with your shoulders, hands. Spread your wings like a bird. Hold the breath, breathe out. Let all the anxiety out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Slowly, gradually. Expand the belly. Breathe out. Relax. We'll do 3 rounds of Om chanting. Breathe in. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you
Good
so much.
evening.
Good
Yes,
evening.
thank you for joining. Good
Thank
evening.
you.
Radhe
Radhe
Radhe.
Radhe.
राधे राधे.
जी,
Radhe
राधे
Radhe.
राधे।
सांस अपनी सांस पर तक देखेंगे, है ना? लेट्स जस्ट रिमेम्बर. सी यू सून. राधे राधे.
Radhe.
राधे राधे।